I'm going to plug my buddy SunLife.
I love this stuff.
Yeah.
What is this one?
That's a Dawn Patrol. It's like cold brew coffee, coconut cream, coconut sugar. Anyways, you go into my buddy's shop sometime. But
I do. I go in there all the time.
Yeah,
I love SunLife.
You're looking at podcast king Joe Rogan drinking SunLife Organics. The world's greatest surfer, Kelly Slater, handing him that drink. It happened during Slater's appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast late last year. And joining us live right now is the man behind that very drink.
Khalil Rafati is the founder of SunLife Organics. So great to meet you. And Mark's been talking about you a lot. Good stuff. That must have been really cool, like the greatest surfer and the biggest podcaster out there talking about your product.
Yeah, it was amazing. I saw people videoed it and then sent it to or texted it to me. It was pretty amazing to get those text messages.
Business blowing up after that?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of started blowing up right away. Like as soon as we opened the doors, I think people really, really wanted this stuff, and just we've had such a great response over the last 7.5 years.
When you say this stuff, what is that?
Real food.
Yes.
Like, like stuff that grew in the sun and then was harvested and then, put together, and then we take it and we put it inside blenders. I mean, we call them smoothies, but it's almost an insult to call what's inside this stuff a smoothie, because smoothie is what, the $5 sugary, whatever that you would get somewhere else. But this is like maca and organic fruits and kale and all kinds of amazing things put into a blender, blended up, pre-chewed up for you, so it's much, much easier on your stomach to digest. And they're meals. They're meals in a cup.
We're going to get back to the business in just a second, but first we want to talk about your journey, and it's profiled in this book entitled I Forgot to Die. Successful business owner right now, but that wasn't always the case. Can you talk about what happened to you?
Yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, I had a pretty tough childhood and wound up addicted to heroin and crack. And, in the beginning, it was like cool, partying, whatever, raves. And but then ultimately, I wound up down on Skid Row in downtown LA and spent almost 2 years, 20 months on the streets. And it was horrible. So I sobered up in 2003. June 18th, 2003, but who's counting? And had to, at 33 years old, had to learn how to function and chop wood and carry water and become a part of society again. I'm a convicted felon and a high school dropout, and there wasn't a whole lot of jobs for me, wasn't too much of a future for me.
Well, a lot of people, if they have things that happen to them and they think, oh, I'm done. First of all, you had to get sober, and then you have all that on the background. How do you pull up your pants, the best way to describe it, and move forward?
You really, I mean, for me, I found the humility because I beat myself down so much and I bottomed out so hard that I became teachable. So I'm actually grateful for how bad things got. Didn't feel good at the time, but I beat myself up so badly that I became teachable and had the humility to accept everything that was going on, to take responsibility for everything that was going on in my life was sort of the moment that my life shifted from me being a victim into me taking responsibility and going and becoming something.
And would you give that advice to someone watching at home? They may have a family member or loved one who's dealing with some tough times. What's your advice to those people?
My advice is that that you can change. I mean, you can definitely change. If I can change, anybody can. I mean, not just change, but like change in such a profound way that I look at myself in the mirror, or now I'm looking at myself on monitors, and like I barely recognize myself. I mean, I was 109 pounds. I was
lift that up if they can.
I was a corpse. My teeth were falling out of my head, and it was 109 pounds. I'm 161 pounds now.
Wow. So moving towards SunLife Organics, we walk in the door, what can we expect?
You can expect to be greeted by the most amazing staff on the planet. I mean, the kids that work there, and by kids, I mean anyone from 15 to 50. But the people that work there are just incredible, and they're there because they want to be there. They're super happy. So there's a great vibe when you walk in the store. Everything in the store is 100% certified organic. Everything is really good for you. We don't have anything that's not amazing for you, which is sort of the opposite of everything else that's being sold to us out there. You walk into most stores and they're trying to sell you something either you don't need or is probably going to cause damage to you.
Can you tell me what that is? What is that?
This is what I eat every day. This is the often referenced in interviews $1 billion bowl. So this is actually a $35 acai bowl. It's got about 45 grams of protein in it, goji berries, lotus pollen, maca, goji. I mean, just everything that you could put. It's topped with cashew butter. There's raw cacao in there. There's granola, acai, raspberries, strawberries. I could go on and on.
I love it.
Your body wakes up when you eat that.
Yeah, every day. I have this every day at 11 a.m.
It's so nourishing.
So talk to us about locations. What do we have in Southern California? Where can folks get SunLife?
Southern California, you got 2 in Malibu, 1 in Westlake, 1 in Calabasas, 1 in Pasadena,
Century City,
Manhattan Beach.
And one's coming in
West Hollywood. Yeah.
Right next to Soul Cycle.
Yeah,
Super
so excited. Yeah, at the Sunset.
Well, thank you for the book and the message, and congratulations on your sobriety.
My absolute
well
pleasure.
done.
Thanks for having me on here.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks,
we appreciate it.
Really nice
Excellent.
to meet you.